What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are doing well. It has been an insane last week for me. So if you haven't seen me as much, I apologize, but I have just been traveling for work and lots of conferences and people coming to visit and all sorts of crazy things going on right now. So it's been nuts, guys. It's been nuts. I'm trying to just get through this crazy period and get to a place where things are a little less hectic, right? I actually have to fly up north today after I make this video, funny enough, for work. So yeah, a lot of time doing all that stuff. But enough about me. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope something fun is going on in your lives. Speaking of fun, we've got the 5-year anniversary of Raid going on right now. And obviously we've got the Armand's Fusion, all the fun stuff there. But because we're celebrating 5 years, Plarium said, hey, content creators, would you want to maybe do a video about 5 of the reasons why you love Raid? And I said, you know what? Why not? I think it's important every once in a while to check in and remember why we all started playing this game and what got us excited about it and what we love about it, right? And obviously there are things that can be improved and fixed like anything else, but there are a lot of great things about Raid, I think, even to this day, that have kept me engaged and kept me excited and kept me playing for three years now. 3.5 years. I don't know, 3 years. I think 3 years, which is pretty crazy. So let's talk about what I love about Raid. I think first and foremost, one of the big things that caught my eye when I was doing that sponsor stream for Raid all the years ago, that was my introduction, was obviously the character designs and graphics. You know, I think Raid really kind of set the standard for what a mobile RPG could be in terms of this department, and that every character has unique designs. Every character looks interesting and cool. Every character, you know, has a personality. And I think that's one of the biggest things right away that kind of captured my interest when I first started playing. So definitely Raid's art department really is fantastic and is something that absolutely engaged me from day one. So without a doubt, gonna have to give it to the art department as to why I love Raid. And then I think number two, you know, you look at the actual kind of game itself. One of the things I love is just there really is a massive amount of different things to do here, especially when you're brand new, and that can feel overwhelming, of course, but figuring out how to beat dungeons is exciting for the first time. You know, when you go into Spider's Den, or I mean, I'll never forget, I went into Fire Knight's Castle for the very first time and got absolutely clapped because I didn't understand the mechanics whatsoever. But when you eventually figure that out and find the champions or get the gear to beat it, it really is an incredible feeling. And I think the dungeon aspect of Raid is probably still one of the best parts of the game, even all these years later, and that these bosses have such different mechanics, require different strategies, different ideas, and that kind of just, you know, is exciting to finally beat these things and take them down. So definitely the dungeons, especially the first time you beat him, one of the favorite parts about Raid. I'm curious as to what you guys think about that, if that's one of your favorites as well. So you'll definitely have to let me know down in the comments what kind of resonates for you with Raid. And then this is an obvious one for me because it was the number one thing that hooked me into Raid was the arena. You know, initially it was classic arena, then it became live arena, but I am a super competitive guy. You probably realized that if you've ever seen any of my videos before or watched any of my live streams. I love competing, and I will say this, like, at its best, Raid's arena is super strategic and fun and nail biting and crazy, and has given so many great moments over the last several years of me playing it. And there was something about pushing plat for the first time and getting higher into the rankings and then joining a really, you know, large arena clan with Panda and everything else that just kind of, I don't know, just was one of those things that I absolutely love about the game, and still to this day. And like, yeah, we all know how I feel about sheep, and obviously there are things that can be improved, but at its best, this really is, I think, one of the most fun game modes in the entire game. And I think there's so much potential too for it still to grow, you know, where maybe we can end up battling friends, maybe we can end up battling clanmates, maybe we can have tournaments, content creator tournaments, or, you know, viewers versus content creators, or all these different things that could still come. But even at its base level now, like live arena is just, there's something about going up against a real human being and figuring out the strategy. And I think also, you know, those instances where you beat someone who you maybe shouldn't, like maybe their account is just a lot stronger than yours, but you had a better strategy or you banned the right champion. That's kind of one of the most gratifying things about Raid for sure. So I obviously love Arena, and I always will, no matter where it goes. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of the game. Now, this is more specific to me as a content creator, but I think it's worth mentioning as to one of the reasons why I do love Raid so much is it can be extremely difficult to build an audience when you're playing, you know, any video game, when you're trying to become a gaming content creator. And I struggled for years trying to build some type of audience playing Warzone. And there were definitely some really dedicated, amazing people that I met doing that, but I never saw the kind of success with that game that I have with Raid. And that's obviously very specific to me and isn't something that a viewer would share unless they also were a content creator. But it is one of the big reasons why I love this game, you know, because it's given me an opportunity to chase my dream. And that can't be understated. You know, when you have something that you've worked really hard for and put a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of energy into, I don't know if I would have the success playing any other game. One of the beautiful things about Raid is that it allows me an opportunity to stand out and create content on something that I genuinely love. And obviously I'm extremely passionate about. So yeah, for me personally, that's also a big reason as to why I do love Raid and why it is one of those things where I've been really blessed to get to build a community around this game. And that's also my fifth and final reason, by the way. And I think, in my opinion, the number one reason why everybody loves Raid is because of the different communities that are in it. I mean, it's so funny. Like, there's so much toxicity sometimes in other gaming communities or in other, like, you know, content creator competition and this kind of stuff. And I really don't think that you see that very often in Raid. People are excited to help you figure out how to beat a dungeon. They're stoked to share their ideas of how to beat the clan boss or how to improve your time or improve your damage. They are ecstatic to share their arena comps and to help you get better in the game. And the same goes for content creators, you know, who often share their strats with each other and their strats with their viewers. And I don't know, I love the community around Raid. You know, the discords that I'm in, the passion for it, my own discord, getting to talk to people, that I think is so awesome and so unique in that, you know, even if there are debates about what should be fixed or what should be changed, the passion from the community is truly unmatched. People really love talking Raid and love sharing their accomplishments. And that is by far my favorite part of Raid. Like, not even a question. Like, that is the best part of Raid for sure, is the people in the community, the viewers, the content creators. They really are what make it as great as it is. And I love that aspect. Oh, and this is a bonus one. And I think we all gotta, you know, if we're gonna be honest, we all got to admit that a little shard pull action feels pretty good. What do we got here? Anything good? I don't really want any of these champions, but you know what? It wouldn't be a Drock video without pulling a shard. Whale time, baby. Let's go. Come on. Give me the money. Okay, it's an epic. You know, brutal. But I think we all can admit that there is something fun about collecting champions. Obviously, it's a champion collecting game, and pulling shards is a blast too. So I can't omit that. I have to put that in there, that I do love to pull a shard or two in my day, as we have seen. So those are my top 5 reasons. Those are the things that I appreciate. You know, 5 years of Raid, pretty crazy. I've been here for about a little over 3 years. Yeah, I think a little over 3 years at this point, or about 3 years. So hopefully there are many more years in the future and many more incredible things to come, and bigger and better content, and hopefully more live arena stuff, because there's so much potential in that. But yeah, I guess I'm just really thankful to have found this game, to have found this community and built this community, and to get the opportunity to be passionate about something and share that passion with other people is really pretty freaking cool. So let me know in the comments down below, what are your 5 things about Raid? What are the things that stand out to you? You know, what are the things that keep you coming back after all these years, or re-energize you about the game, or the stuff that just makes you excited? So let me know kind of what stands out for you. I'd love to see it. And hopefully this work trip goes well and I'm not too tired and I can make some more videos for you guys soon. But anyway, love you all. Have a wonderful day. Happy 5th anniversary raid. I'll catch you soon. Big Papa Drock out.